Hello and good afternoon. My name is Joanne Anderson, and I'm not only a technical expert, but I'm also the mother of two small children who are in the process of developing their social skills and their independence. It's important to recognize that computers are a pillar in our communities now when it comes to social interactions with one another. According to Liz Farrell, who is the chief editor of Common Sense Media, kids spend nearly 7.5 hours per day on some sort of media. Balancing media use is an essential part of growing up. So not only is screen time important, but the quality and the quantity of the screen time is equally important. Today we're going to learn how to set up a user account. And like you, I was very skeptical in allowing my child to have access to the computer. Not necessarily that they would access something that they shouldn't see, but more that they weren't playing Minecraft all day and all hours of the night when they, should be sleeping. So to create a new user account, we're going to go ahead and we're going to access the Start menu on your Windows 7 PC. It's important to note that you have to be logged in as administrator to set up a new account on this PC. If you are not logged in as an administrator, please go to the Start menu and choose to switch users with a different account, specifically an account that has administrator rights. If you already have administrator rights, click on Control Panel. The Control Panel will open. Choose to sort by category. When you're sorting by category, select User Accounts and Family Safety. To create a new user account, click Add or Remove Account. In the bottom, you're going to choose Create a New Account. The new account window will open and allow you to enter a name of the new user. For this demonstration, I'm going to use the name Child. You can choose to set up this child as a standard user or as an administrator user. It is not recommended that you set this child up as an administrator user. The administrator has access to set up and install programs that you most likely do want your child to have access to. Once I've set them up as a standard user, I can now go into that child and I can set up a new password for them. It's important to note that when you set up a new password for a child, simple is best. Make sure that you select something that they're familiar with and something that's not too long. I suggest using your pet's name if you have one. You can also add a password hint. This hint can be used when your child forgets their password to the computer for their specific login. So I just type in pet's name. That will help them remember in case they forget. You can also add a picture to this particular profile. To add a picture, you can select one from the list of standard pictures, or you can upload your own picture of the child if you prefer. Selecting a picture and clicking Change Picture will apply that picture to that account. Parental settings is the last area what we will discuss. Parental settings is important because it allows you to not only set up time limits on when your child can access the computer, but it allows you to set up the ratings of games that they can see, as well as programs they have access to that are installed on your PC. Setting up parental controls is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 3 steps. So go in and set up parental controls by clicking on Set up parental controls. Select the user that you would like to add the account parental controls to. You'll notice the parental controls were set to off. I'm now going to turn them to on, which enforces the controls that I'm about to apply. You'll notice over on the right-hand side that your time limits, your game ratings, and your program limits are currently set to off. We're going to go ahead and add a time limit. This is especially important if you have a child who's obsessed with the game Minecraft or some other game. You can go in and you can set up access times. These are times of the day that you want them to be blocked or have access to the system. So I'm going to say that I want the user to not have access from midnight until 8 in the morning, Monday through Friday. Oh, let's add the whole week. Once I've decided the times that I would like to add, I go ahead and click Apply. You'll now see that the time limits are set to on. The next section that you can add is game limits. This allows you to select specific games or ratings of games that you will want your child to have access to. And the last piece is being able to set up the programs that your child can use that are currently installed on this PC. I'm going to say that the child can only use the programs that I allow. You can select a single program to allow access to, like a learning game of some sort, or you can go ahead and check all. When you check all, it will check on all the programs, and then you can unselect the ones that you don't want them to have access to. Once you're satisfied with the programs that you've given your child access to, go ahead and click OK. You'll now see that the program limits are set to on. One very important note to remember as we wrap up this session is that according to Lindsay Sayre, who is a board-certified behavior analyst, she says that as your child gets older and they start making friends and building relationships, the main focus is their independence. You need to promote independence. It's an extremely important in building self-sufficient children who grow up and to be confident adults. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this session was informative. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at joanne.anderson@iwco.com. I appreciate your time and your patience today. Have a fantastic afternoon. And here's to your child's independence.